Das war tatsächlich überraschend cool. Also, es war nicht, glaube ich, nicht so kurz, aber es hat sich kurz angefühlt. Was ist denn Memory? Was kann das? Door Location das schon. Okay. Ja, wie gesagt, ist okay, I guess. Mehr aber auch nicht. So, ich will gerade nochmal in die Base Area. Gucken, ob hier irgendwie nochmal Sachen, die für irgendjemand hier ein Upgrade sind. Nope. Kann das hier machen, so. Einheit 3 hätte ich nämlich gerne noch. Für Ries. Stell passt eigentlich. So, dann habe ich, glaube ich, alle Türen da, die ich reingehen kann, ne? Ja. Ja. Ja, ich habe zumindest, wenn ich nichts übersehen habe, was mich wundern würde, müsste ich alles geschafft haben. Also mich würde wundern, wenn ich was übersehen hatte, so rum. Können wir einmal speichern. Wie sieht die nächste Ebene aus? Wow. I thought I was ready after you guys told me what happened, but seeing the place you once trained at like this is weird. You got that right. I sure wouldn't have wanted to do any courses here if it looked like this. Same here. So this warp thingy here is gonna take us to the next plane? That's right, the next should be the 5th. Presumably the first of a more advanced game board. The Lord of Phantasma mentioned. We're gonna be in for a really tough ride, aren't we? But hey, we've come through plenty of votes just fine. We can knock this one out too. I certainly hope so. Something wrong? No, but I do have a question. Why did you specifically put your name forward to accompany me? Huh? Is it really that big a deal? I can't think of any specific reason you could have to offer to support me. And yet when making your request, your eyes were filled with determination and resolve, so it wasn't something you did on a whim. You don't mind my inquiry, do you? Nope, it wasn't a whim though, so you're right about that. It's just that I don't have some big special reason for doing it either. I guess I just wanted to give something back. What do you mean? Well, like, Kevin did a lot for me back during all that trouble in the barn. He bailed me out of trouble more times than I can count, and he helped Joshua deal with what was burdening him too. Now he's in trouble just like we were, so it's a thing where I found myself wondering whether there was anything I could do to help. Coming and backing you up was the best way I could do that. Estelle. Now I see. I'm still not sure that I understand. I understand that you feel indebted to Kevin, but how does helping me go towards repaying that? Isn't it obvious? You're super important to him, aren't you? What? I'm not implying you're going out or anything. Just from all I've heard and seen since getting here, it seems like you basically view each other as family. I'm not wrong, right? No, you're right. Before all of this started, we hadn't met for almost 5 whole years. The only reason we met again at all was because of work. I'm not sure there's any bond between the two of us at all anymore. Yeah, I'm not buying that one. What's so funny? Connections between people deepen over time to become bonds, and once such bonds has formed, they can never be broken. However far apart those people may be, no matter where life may take them, those bonds would always exist in some way. Not my word, by the way. They're just something some old guy I know said to me a while back, and I happen to agree with him. Kevin was happy to entrust everything to you without a second thought, right? You're talking like you knew what he was thinking earlier too, about how he was going to tell us about his stigma. That's proof enough there's still a strong bond between you. I wish I could be so confident. so I can understand why you want to come with me now. I appreciate it too. Thank you, Estelle. You're very welcome. I do have one more question, so it's something of a personal one, however. Like what? I'll answer it if I can. This is a good chance to get to know each other. Alright, forgive me if this sounds blunt, but do people often tell you that you're too soft for your own good? What? What are you laughing at? I think I have my answer. Please let me answer before making up my mind. Screw it, let's get going. Right behind you. Mir ist was aufgefallen bei der Szene. Ich habe vielleicht vergessen, Joshua rauszutun. So. So schon besser. Ich hätte halt schon, Chloe wäre halt schon, ist halt schon ziemlich wichtig, dass die mit hat mit dem ganzen Heilzeug. Well, we know. Seems to be another enclosed dimensional space. Da ist eine Tür und das kommt irgendwie, woher, ich weiß nicht warum, aber irgendwie sieht das sehr bekannt aus. Like a giant labyrinth of marble in a rift between dimensions. Or at least that's how it appears. Yeah, this will be a blast to go through. We're gonna need to put our backs into this one. Indeed. And quite immediately too? Huh? Well, here comes company. Was zur Hölle bist du? These are dream spiders. They're foul beasts that devour people's dreams and replace them with nightmares. Well, this plane's off to an awesome start. Well, whatever. Let's kick some devil butt. Was zur Hölle ist der? Das ist doch kein, so sieht doch kein Inkubus aus. Nice one, Chloe. Das hat richtig gut funktioniert, nicht. So, der Inkubus ist besiegt. So. Sehr gut. Das war eine Menge EP für Ries. Dadurch, dass sie halt lange nicht mehr dabei war. I think that was the last of them. I'm bushed. So, were those the kind of devils you were talking about back in the garden? More specifically, the subspecies of devils known as dream devils. They're said to specialize in attacking the mind, and I think we've confirmed that to be perfectly accurate. We're gonna need to put in more than our backs at this rate. How about we double check our equipment one last time before we head out? That certainly sounds wise. There's no such thing as being too cautious. Erstmal heilen. Shop bei. Das ist gut. Er macht halt unfassbar viel mehr Schaden, ne? Genauso wie das hier. Die Moby Dick auch gut. Nee, da bleibe ich gerade mal. Ah, ne, davon will ich gar keins. Oh, Topaz Gem. Das ist die Fan 5. Ruby Gem. Die kann ich jetzt alle holen, ey. Holy. Ah, da fehlt noch ein bisschen was. Hab mal Equipment ist der. Da, Lily Necklace. Und Lily Necklace. Das sollte schon mal gut helfen. So. Hammer. Battle Position. Kommt mal dahin. Kommt dahin. Kommt dahin. Ah, machen wir mal. Ah, ne, machen wir. Ah, ne, so. Der hat eine gute Verteidigung, aber hat auch keine Chance gegen Analyse. Analyse ist halt Analyse. Ja, ne. Okay. Ich sollte vielleicht dann auch die neue Ausrüstung mal anlegen. Könnte, glaube ich, helfen. Das ist Agate, ne? Ja. Das ist sehr schwach gegen nichts Besonderes. Okay. Sollte dann, wenn ich schon die teuren neuen Waffen kaufe, soll ich die auch ausrüsten. All may set foot within the store to lay claim to its rewards, however you must first overcome a trial. Shall this fail to deter you, open the door and step inside. Okay. Let's go. Wenn ich da direkt rein kann, warum nicht? Warum soll ich da warten? So, wer oder was ist der Gegner? I will come a try before you. Then I shall grant to your memory fragment and my blessing. Einer oder von Anne? Was seid ihr? Das ist schlecht. So, einmal Heavenly Strike. Was ihn an. Alice ist tot, yay. Ich hasse die Gegner jetzt schon. Für die beschissenen Dings hier. Benutzt mein Ceram Powder, das tatsächlich jetzt schon das erste Mal. So, machen wir das. Dann auch das. To piercing way. Ich hätte speichern sollen, bevor ich reingegangen bin. Wäre wahrscheinlich smart gewesen. Der hat überlebt. Machen wir das hier. Ich setze doch einmal mal ihre Attacke in Attack Escort rein. Setzen wir einmal anderes Item ein, um die beiden zu besiegen. Das Aimen auf Chloe. Ich muss das Ceram-Powder nutzen. Auf sie. Wieso konnte ich nicht angreifen? Wieso konnte ich eben mit Ries das S-Craft nicht machen? Ich habe die ganze Zeit die Taste gespammt, um die Schnellangriff zu machen. Nein, damn it. Claudius ist, ja, das ist nämlich Lichtkreis. Damn it. Geil, richtig schön verkackt. Ne, warte mal, wir holen damit mal Ries zurück. Die läuft gerade gerne mal weg. Machen wir Estelle zurück. Du machst den Kuvia beim auf sie. Den an. Bitte treffe Estelle, danke. Boah, Alter. War der Kampf nervig. You have overcome the trial. Thus I shall grant to your memory fragment and my blessing. Krass, was kriegen wir hier für ein Ding? Orbments are devices that use the Orbal energy contained within Septium to cause a variety of useful effects. It has only been a little over half a century since they were first invented, but even in such a short time, they've already revolutionized the world as we know it. From daily necessities such as lighting and heating, to tanks and other similar weapons used to defend our nations, Orbments are used in just about every facet of our lives. In fact, it's now hard to imagine life without them. So much of what we take for granted in life now involves them in some way. And it is to proliferate and advance the development of these Orbments that we exist. We, the Epstein Foundation. Our foundation was first established in year 1155 of the Septium calendar, the year after Professor Epstein's passing, and was created by his brilliant-minded disciples in order to honor his wishes. The foundation is based in its home state of Le Mans, where it remains in operation to this day. It was rather limited in size in the beginning, and its attempt to spread Orbal technology was initially met with little success. Sensing that the professor's dream would never be realized at the rate they were going, 3 key researchers left Le Mans to try and spread the seeds of Orbal technology across the continent themselves. One of these was Professor Guy Schmidt, den kennen wir. The professor, who had gained a fine reputation of his own for his skill in the field of mechanical engineering, went around and visited corporations in various nations to persuade them of the benefits of Orbments. Ja, die auf ihn nicht hören, wird mich nicht wundern. The second was Professor Al Hamilton. Den kennen wir noch nicht. Mindful of the technological gap between regions, he long believed it was rural and remote areas that needed Orbment technology more than any other. As such, he enlisted the help of a Bracer Guild, which already had a close relationship with the Foundation, and formed a mission with the intent of promoting and spreading the technology where applicable. The professor himself also toured the regions with the aim of spreading public awareness and laying foundations for others to build on in the future. The third was Professor A. Russell, now known far and wide as the father of the Orbal Revolution. Professor Russell returned to his home nation of Liberal and continued to work tirelessly to advance Orbment technology there. And within a year of returning, he had set up the Zeiss Engineering Factory, now known as Zeiss Central Factory /ZCF, and created the first Orbment to be made outside Le Mans State. 2 years later, the reigning king of Liberal at the time, Edgar III, visited the factory to inspect it, and he decided to donate a large amount of money to further its research. With His Majesty's endorsement, Orbment began to spread like wildfire throughout the kingdom, bringing such prosperity that the people of other nations were filled with envy. Up until then, most people didn't see Orbments in a particularly positive light, but their success in Liberal changed those impressions virtually overnight. One nation after another began to reach out of our foundation to share Orbment technology, and both our foundation's financial and social standing became that much more secure. In the eyes of the world, the Orbal Revolution was a sudden, far-reaching transformation. But it was only because of years of reaching out to people and diligent, largely unnoticed research that it was able to happen at all. Oh, ich will irgendwann mal nach Le Mans, Mann. The Foundation's activities center around the following 3 guiding principles. First, carrying out fundamental research on Orbments. Second, spreading Orbal technology and informing the public of its benefits. Third, contributing to world peace through technology. Now then, let's discuss each of these 3 guiding principles in more depth. First, carrying out fundamental research on Orbments. The Foundation's most important mission is, naturally, the improvement and development of Orbal technology. The fundamental principles behind how Orbments work need no improvement as such, but their architectures, their internal structures, have been improved upon countless times in the past and will surely continue to be perfected by the curious minds as the years go on. Orbments architecture concerns the mechanical parts inside them, such as the cogs and screws, and there is still plenty of room for change as this new technology develops. These improvements can reap great rewards, but the research necessary to make them is known to be as lengthy as it is expensive. As a result, companies who prioritize profit over all else are less inclined to pursue them. That makes our Foundation's research all the more important from a social perspective. Second, spreading orbital technology and informing the public of its benefits. Two other important goals of the Foundations are to spread orbital technology as widely as possible and to educate the public on the correct way to use it. While orbments have become part of the daily lives of most who live in advanced nations and populated urban areas, the reality in remote and mountainous regions is very difficult. To counter this, we have long worked to send missions of engineers and bracers to these regions to try and better the standard of living for these people, and will continue to do so. We also continue to work on other ways to spread awareness of orbital technology, such as working closely with the Septium Church to have it added to the curriculum of Sunday school classes. Third, contributing to world peace through technology. It is to pursue this noble yet extremely difficult goal that the Foundation has had a close relationship with the Bracer Guild ever since its initial founding. The Guild was established as an international peacekeeping organization and can mediate on conflict between nations from a neutral point of view, making it essential to the stability of our world as it stands. The Epstein Foundation continues to back them up fully in their cause, both with financial aid and using the fact that Le Mans State is the only place where tactical orbments are produced to provide them with equipment. Just as well, this relationship also provides ideal feedback toward tweaking the quality of tactical orbments as they are used in combat too. Every machine and every invention goes through a long, grueling process behind the scenes before eventually reaching its finished, refined form, and tactical orbments are no exception. Then, in 1190, our Foundation unveiled the Orbal Network project, which will be implemented in partnership with ZCF. That project aims to join all of the myriad together with a single united communications network, but our hope is that it will do much more than that. Das Internet halt. Our hope is that it will help to realize a peaceful world through communication. Sadly, orbments' relationship with peace as a concept has become somewhat complicated. Are they aiding its realization, or are they doing the exact opposite? Professor Epstein expresses hope that their ability to realize the limitless looping of energy would be able to bring lasting peace to the world. Instead, recent years have thoroughly betrayed those hopes, as the post-revolution world has been a chaotic one indeed. The conflict between Liberia and Arbonia, for one, made significant use of Orbal weaponry, airships included. It seems beyond a doubt that Orbal weaponry will continue to become more and more advanced, making war an even more tragic event than ever. In the face of all of this, how should we go about trying to create a peaceful world? We believe the best way to do this is to rely on the power of communication and a means to do so with people of different nationalities and races. If these people can more easily interact and more easily deepen their understanding of one another, perhaps that will allow us to create the world we all so dearly desire. In the end, one thing is for certain, our challenges to try and realize Professor Epstein's ideals are only just beginning. Side story: The Epstein Foundation.